How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today it is 10 degrees below freezing here in New Jersey, and I am in my car. I'm in my S-Class, and even though it's 23 degrees outside and I have the heat all the way on, it's as hot as it will go. It's 23 degrees in here because my car is broken, and today we're gonna fix it in freezing weather. Yay. Auto Tempest is the only site that lets you search Craigslist, Cars.com, Car Gurus, and other major classified car sites in one click. It's basically like cheating if you're looking to buy a great car at a great price. Check it out in the video description. So as most problems with cars, this problem came up at the worst possible time. It was really freezing yesterday. It was about 19 degrees and it dipped below into the 10s. But today it is a nice warm 23, now 24 degrees, so it's getting a little bit warmer. I have a problem where the heat does not work. Now the blower and AC, all that stuff works, but if I have to heat myself, I have to use my heated seats or my heated steering wheel, which basically means that you're sitting on a frying pan and you're touching a frying pan, but you're basically in a freezer. In order to remedy that, and also the fact that I have to drive 1,000 miles tomorrow back to Florida where things are a little bit more sunny and warm, I have to fix this car. So I Googled the problem, and it seems like it's a common issue on this era S-Class, this W221, S600, and S550s, and the whole S-Class range. Apparently, they have issues with something called a heater valve. And the heater valve, it's a little valve that controls how much hot coolant goes into the heater. That stays shut, meaning that the heater stops working. It doesn't give you any hot air, especially when you need it most. So I called my Mercedes dealer, my local Mercedes dealer here, and they didn't give me, I bought it. They had the part in stock, and here is the part. It's A230 830 0084. So that will all be, I bet you can't see that. That will all be in the link in the description for those of you who have this car. Actually, it's not just a S-Class problem. E-Class, CLS Class, all those cars that have this little plastic valve have this issue. This was $81 from the dealer. I know you can get this for about 50 or so bucks from Amazon, but I couldn't wait, so I had to get it from the dealer who had it in stock. And today we're gonna install this thing, hopefully without me freezing to death, because it is really cold. Now the first thing we have to do is open up the hood. And there we go. And since we need some extra room here, Mercedes has graciously put as a feature the fact that you could do, let's see how to do this. Oh yeah. So that is what I like to call Honda mode. So it goes completely vertical. And the place where we have to fix this valve is right down here. Now, to get to the valve, a lot of Mercedes technicians and people that work on these type of cars, they say you have to take off the windshield wiper arms. That is not true. So what you have to do is take this off. So there's this little metal piece right here, and the valve is right down there. So as you can see, the valve is right here. It's right behind the engine, but we can get to it, I believe. So the only thing I have at my parents' place are some needle nose pliers. Let's see if we can sort of get this off without too much hassle. Now, when you take this off, these are coolant lines, so make sure that the car is not at operating temperature, because you don't want this pressurized, even though you will lose some coolant in any case. Actually, I'm just thinking about how my Aston Martin's AC just broke on the hottest day of the year, and my Mercedes heating broke on the coldest. All right, so that actually wasn't too bad. I'd rather not have done it in this weather, but you can tell my mouth is already clamming up, but that's actually not any different from normal. So this is the new one, and this is the old one. And I already ripped the top portion off the old one, but you can see it was very corroded. And this one, it looks very similar because of black plastic, but this is brand new. And it actually has a little internal mechanism that allows the coolant to go in at a certain degree. And that is what was not working on mine and what will be working on this. So insulation is reverser removal. Hopefully it shouldn't be that hard, but who knows? So let's put this in and hopefully it works. All right, so that is it. We are done and hopefully everything works. But the only thing we have left to do is replace this little rubber seal and also top up the coolant because we did lose a few cups of coolant. Nothing to worry about, but just make sure that you do that in case you're doing this on your car. So now is the moment of truth. And I want every single one of you out there watching to cross your fingers along with me because yeah, this might be a little sketchy. All right, so the car started. No weird noises, that's a good sign. And let's turn on the heat. All right, it's already warmer. Oh, there we go. Whew. All right, so now we have heat. Oh my God, that is so good. So I was driving this around for 2 days in 20-degree weather trying to figure out what was going on, and this is such a relief. I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried that this could potentially not work at all and I'd be driving 1,000 miles in a freezing Mercedes. No, I wasn't worried at all. So it's actually getting pretty warm in here. So that is a result. And what Mercedes wanted, what Mercedes dealers will charge you for this kind of work, it's around $400 to $500. Now you can buy this part on your own for 50 bucks and spend about 45 minutes of your time. That's how long it took me, including recording it, to install it and make sure everything was working. It's just one electrical connector and 4 coolant ports. Now for those of you who are breaking your old coolant valves to get them off, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you take out the little plastic pieces that are stuck inside the coolant tubes because putting on the new one, that's gonna be a no-go. But this was a relatively easy install. I would give it a 3 to 4 out of 10, depending on how cold it is. It was really cold today, but if you bundle up like this, it's really not that bad. It's a little bit finicky. Your back starts to hurt after a while, but it's not that bad. 45 minutes to an hour, especially if you're like me and you haven't done this before. If I knew what I was getting into going into it, it would probably take me 15 to 20 minutes. But heat is so nice. It is underrated as a feature, honestly. If you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel. You can hit that subscribe button or hit the little button next to the subscribe button. That is the notification button. Makes you part of my notification squad. And every time I do one of these things where my car breaks down and I have to fix it in situ when I'm 1,000 miles away from my house, you guys will know about it. Hopefully it doesn't happen too much, even though German reliability is a thing. If you'd like to contact me for any reason you want to tell me what I did wrong here, even though I don't think I did anything wrong, or what I did right with all my cars and you want to wish me some, well, wishes, you can reach me at The Real Tavarish. That is Instagram and Twitter, Facebook.com/AskTavarish. And you can follow that guy at Noisy Helicopter on Instagram. So until next time, this is me telling you that on cars like this that need a little bit of sprucing up just to make sure that they can warm up on cold days like this, you guys need to wrench every day.